Okay, so before we get started, don't want to sound super cheesy, but I think that watching this video is going to help you, help your company. It's going to change your life in terms of the growth that you're currently on and the growth that you want to see. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. What you're seeing here, roofing AI system, roofing deals on autopilot, 100% satisfaction guarantee, and I guarantee it. You're going to see the results that we've had for our clients, and you're going to be more than happy with the results that you get. So, first thing that I want to start off with is typically when I jump on calls with most roofers, the first thing that they're thinking, and I get asked all the time, is what makes us different compared to other agencies out there. And the first thing that I want to state is that we're not a marketing company. We are a roofing growth partner. And when I say roofing growth partner, we're invested in your growth. We're invested in you closing deals. And so it doesn't benefit us to just send you leads. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. Leads are a dime a dozen. We can produce leads at warp speed, but we're more invested in the qualified appointments and the deals that you close on the back end. Second thing is that we don't care about marketing as much as we care about helping out as many homeowners as possible. And what I mean by that is the fact that roofing is not a luxury item, it's a necessity. And so when you go out to meet these clients, they're in a position of need, and so they're turning to you to get, their roof replaced, there's a leak, whatever it may be. They understand that you have the services and expertise to help them out with the necessity they have at hand. And so we understand that the more value that you provide for your homeowners, the more monetary exchange that's going to happen. So again, we care more about helping out as many homeowners as possible during this process. So we're not some huge corporate media company. We're a small family-owned business, and we want to treat you as such. You're a human connection to us and not just an account. And you're going to quickly see that when we onboard you, we're going to onboard you into Slack, and you're going to be able to communicate with us directly, and we're going to be able to communicate with you directly as well. Part of that process is that we don't want to put you in some email chain that, you want to get a hold of us and you send us an email and it takes 2 days, 48 hours. Like, we want to be able to respond to you really quickly. And we have client success coaches that are on standby to make sure that we're going to be able to help you out as much as possible. The other thing is that, as you can see, I'm not some teenager in his mom's basement trying to make this thing work. We've been at it. We know what roofing is. And as a matter of fact, I've been involved in home services for the past 7 years now. And I successfully started and scaled a multi-7-figure contracting business. Biggest bottleneck that we faced was a system around lead flow. And so we created a front-end system that will predictably forecast the sales for us. And now we've been able to take that system and apply it for other companies, and it's generated millions in roofing inspections at this point, and really has made a difference in our clients. So our first client, Alvin, in his first month, we took that same system, we implemented it into his company, and we were able to generate 31 inspections, and he generated $76K off of that. Zach was a startup when he first came to us. And within $750 of ad spend, he came across a lead of a lady who had a $14,000 insurance check. Through supplementation, he was able to get that job up to $81,000. Now, the cool thing about Zach, I know that he was a startup when he onboarded with us. I hadn't sold the job yet, but he did have prior experience on the insurance adjusting side. And so he knew that world. And that's why he was able to take this check that this lady held for $14,000 and close an $81,000 job on it. So at this point, Zach's actually been with us, I want to say November, 9 months, almost 10 months at this point. And then Chase Smith, he closed 2 deals in his first month with us. He was a home advisor guy buying the share leads, and he quickly saw that what we were going to be able to provide in exclusive leads was going to be way better than what he was getting on the Angie's List side. And then we got a subcontractor. Lewis typically don't work with subcontractors, but he was an interesting case study because he really wanted to start getting his own deals under his own brand instead of just getting subbed out work to him all the time. First month, we were able to help him generate 45 leads, but honestly, that's the norm at this point of those 45 leads because Lewis doesn't have a strong sales background. He had 22 inspections and only closed 2 deals, but we're currently working with him and a sales consultant to help him improve on the sales side. So again, we're your growth partner. We don't just want to send you leads. We want to make sure that we have the full front end client acquisition system to make sure that the marketing and sales is dialed in so that you're producing deals over and over. So at this point, the question becomes like, what makes our system different that we're able to get our client results and other agencies just get you headaches? And I want to start off by saying that we focus on qualified appointments over just leads sent to you. Again, this is part of the fact that we're a roofing growth partner and not just a marketing agency. Yes, we do marketing. Yes, we're really good at it, but it's more important to us that we're your roofing growth partner at the end of the day. We're going to start off with customized ads. The business development side that we focus on is going to be surrounded by the fact that we're going to create ads that are custom to you and also put your brand first. So when a lead opts in to your business, they're starting to know, like, and trust you. We're not putting ourselves first. They're never aware of who roofing AI systems are. It is you, your brand at the forefront. And at that moment that they opt in, they're opting in with your brand and understanding that they're going to be doing business with you. The other thing is that we're going to set realistic expectations and not overpromise. You saw Lewis get 45 leads in his first month, but that's just the tip of the iceberg on the kind of results that we can generate. And I'll show you here in a second exactly what that looks like. But this is another campaign that we launched in Houston, and 7 days after, he generated 24K. The lead was sent to him 3 days after we launched, and in 7 days, he already had the roof replaced and generated 24K off of that project. This is where I was saying we're going to set realistic expectations for you. Now, that being said, our results are pretty insane. And as you can see here, 20 days in, we're able to get this client 121 leads at an average of $13.94 a lead. The numbers don't lie. And this was in a matter of 20 days. You can see October 20th to November 9th. And you can just see 121 leads at about $13.94. So the results are insane. But that being said, I would never tell you that we're going to generate 120 leads. We want to be realistic about the expectations. And if, we tell you we're going to deliver 40 leads, 50 leads, and we get you 121 leads, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be mad with us at the end of the day. So those are some results there. So at this point, we've launched your ads. You've gone viral. We're generating dozens of opportunities. But what are you guys going to do with all those leads? Remember, I said we're a roofing growth partner, and so we're invested in your growth. So what we do is not only do we generate the business, we're going to send that information over to a roofing coordinator, and that roofing coordinator is going to qualify and vet them based off of your qualification parameters. What does that mean? Let's say that we establish a radius from your home office and it's a 20-mile radius. Within that 20-mile radius, you may want, and this is an example, you may want a minimum a house that is 15 squares. If we come across an opportunity that's only 10 squares, and now it's not perfect. We use Google Earth, so we can't get pitch. But let's say that we come across an opportunity that is only 10 squares. We're going to disqualify them. However, we're going to send you a notification saying, hey, roofer, this qualification or this prospect has been disqualified due to qualification parameters. You can reach out to them at your own convenience, which means that for us, it's not a qualified appointment, but for you, if it's an additional revenue generating opportunity, go for it. So the other thing with our roofing coordinators, we're going to call within 5 minutes, and we're going to double dial and follow up twice a day for the next 7 days, and they enter into a long-term sequence after the 7 days. We want to make sure that if they submit their information, we're calling and following up with them as many times as possible. Now, the reason we do this is because we've seen the data has shown us that it takes on average 9 dials, 9 different dials, or about 4.5 days before we get an appointment set for most of our roofers. And so the other metric here that I want to point out is uh, the conversion rate of 51% of leads become appointments. And so let me move this here. Back to its rightful place. But anyways, so not only are we following up with them, the strong follow up leads to that 51% conversion, and we're guaranteed to outperform your front desk, your admin, without a doubt. We're going to be able to disqualify those tire kickers that are just looking for either a quote or they're not really interested. We don't want to bog you down with leads. You can see the type of volume that we can generate. And if we're generating that type of volume and you have to follow up with every single lead, it's just going to be time spent that's not revenue generating for you. Your time is better spent sitting in front of customers. There's other things that you need to do, maybe project management, ordering materials, getting materials to a job site. And so we don't want to bog you down in the leads. We just want to send you qualified appointments that are booked directly onto your calendar. So the other thing is that we are extremely picky with who we work with, and we only work with one roofer per market. Once that market is locked up, we won't work with anyone else because we want to be able to produce some of the results that you just seen in the prior slides for you. And we can't do that if we're working with multiple people in one marketplace. So we're going to lock up the marketplace for you once you're in. During our call, there are 3 bonuses that I want to offer you. Just to quickly recap, we're going to customize all the ads for you. We're going to launch them and run them on social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. We're going to, once we generate the name, phone number, email address, and physical address of a potential prospect for you, we're going to send that to a roofing first. So when you ask what makes us at Roofing AI Systems different than a marketing agency is only going to send you leads. We're not interested in that. We want to be a roofing growth partner. And so we're going to take care of the front end business development. We're going to send that over to a roofing coordinator. We're going to customize your ads. We're going to get qualified inspections onto your calendar. You're going to have people that have roofing experience, and also you're going to know the scope and size of the project that's being sent to you. So again, this is a short video just to kind of highlight exactly what it is that we're going to be doing for you. But we're super excited for you to show up on the call, give you some pricing around what it looks like to work with us. But as you can see, we've done it. We can continue to do it, and we're super excited to have you as part of the team. So look forward to chatting with you during our demo call. Talk soon.